What's up, Battle Squad? Welcome to another episode of Sunday Thoughts, the series where I break down my top 5 list on a particular topic, no matter what topic comes to my mind. I am your host, Logan Battles, and for this episode, I'm going to be breaking down my list for top 5 movies on my watch list. Movies that I have not watched or seen, but have been recommended to by a lot of people who have seen them or watched them. Quick caveat before we get started on the list. Unlike my previous Battle 5 videos that I made recently, I don't have any honorable mentions here. There aren't any other movies outside of the top 5 here on my list I could think of that I would put on my watch list of movies. However, that could change over time if you guys have any other movies on my watch that I could put on my watch list that you would want me to watch. So try to keep that in mind, would you? Okay, great. Thank you. Anyway, no more time wasting. Let's get right to it, shall we? Here we go. Starting off at number 5 on the list, A Few Good Men. Why? Because it stars Tom Cruise and Jack Nicholson. It's about a military lawyer who's intending to prove that 2 U.S. Marines charged with murdering a fellow Marine were only following their base commander's orders. I love me some Tom Cruise, and I love me some Jack Nicholson, so seeing both of them together in a movie like this I bet it's gonna be a really neat treat. I heard that A Few Good Men is really good. I haven't seen it yet, but I really want to. And if there's one thing about this film, A Few Good Men, that really sealed the deal for me into wanting to check it out, it's this scene right here.
I think I'm entitled. You want answers! I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
Moving on to number 4 on the list, Goodfellas. Why? Because this is a biographical gangster film from the early 1990s, directed by Martin Scorsese, who is one of the most revered filmmakers I have ever heard of, and I have not even seen a single film from him that he directed throughout his career. It stars the iconic trio of great actors Robert De Niro, Joe Pesci, and the late Ray Liotta, and this is the film that narrates the rise and fall of Mafia associate Henry Hill, played by Ray Liotta, and his friends and family from 1955 to 1980. I have never watched a single gangster film or movie, at least that I can remember, but if I were asked if there's any movie out there that I would want to watch that could get me into watching much more gangster movies, I would probably answer Goodfellas. Moving on to number 3 on the list, Pulp Fiction. Why? For 2 reasons. Number 1, unlike Goodfellas, this film was directed by a guy who I actually am familiar with, albeit minimally. Like, I only see one out of the total 9 films that Quentin Tarantino has directed throughout his filmmaking career, and that was his latest one, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, starring Leonardo DiCaprio and Brad Pitt, as well as Margot Robbie. And number 2, this film stars Samuel L. Jackson, who I love, by the way, such a great actor with an illustrious acting career filled with so many incredible roles. I can't, however, say the same for John Travolta. This 1994 action, crime, drama, thriller film also stars Uma Thurman, Bruce Willis, Tom Ruth, and most surprisingly of all, Ving Rhames. This film has a very stellar cast. I'm not going to even front. And that got me into wanting to check this film out even more. Moving on to number 2 on the list, Die Hard. Why? Because I love action. I love action movies. I love subgenres with action movies. And I also love Bruce Willis, who I just talked about at number 3 with Pulp Fiction. And not to mention that I love iconic action movie heroes. This film is about a New York City police officer named John McClane, played by Bruce Willis, who tries to save his estranged wife and several others who were taken hostage by terrorists during a Christmas party at the Nakatomi Plaza in Los Angeles. Plus, this movie was directed by John McTiernan. Yes, the same John McTiernan who the year prior to this movie coming out directed and came out with Predator, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger. This movie is right up my alley, and I can't wait to watch it when I get the chance to. And number 1 on the list, The Shawshank Redemption. Why? Not just because this film stars Morgan Freeman, another actor who I love and admire, not just because this film is directed by Frank Darabont, who would later on, years down the road, direct other movies like The Green Mile, starring Tom Hanks and Michael Clarke Duncan, God rest his soul, but also because this is one of the fewest Stephen King novel-to-movie adaptations that is non-horror. Like, the vast majority of movies adapted from Stephen King's novels are horror, and this is just one of the fewest exceptions. And don't get me wrong, I do like and enjoy watching horror movies, especially those that are adapted from horror books, and most especially when they were written by Stephen King. However, I personally love non-horror movies based off of non-horror books better, but that's just me. And also, I have heard nothing, and I do mean absolutely nothing, but high praises for The Shawshank Redemption. Almost every comment I have come across on the internet about The Shawshank Redemption has stated that this is one of the biggest cinematic masterpieces of all time. So I can't wait to see what this film has in store for me when I get to watch it for the very first time. So anyway, Battle Squad, that is my Battle 5 list for top 5 movies on my watch list. I got A Few Good Men, Goodfellas, Pulp Fiction, Die Hard, and The Shawshank Redemption. So what do you guys think of my top 5 movie watch list? Do you like it or do you not like it? And also, what is your top 5 movie watch list looks like? Let me know in the comments below. I'm curious to know. And by the way, I was originally going to post this video yesterday, but I didn't have enough time to not only record this video, but also edit, and then after that, upload it in time right before midnight. So this video had to be postponed to today. Not the initial date that I wanted, but it is what it is. My next video will be yet another trailer reaction. This time, my reaction to the Big Game trailer for Marvel Studios' Thunderbolts. Now, the reason why I called it a Big Game trailer is because this was the trailer that was released during Super Bowl 58 between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs back in, early February? So yeah, there is that. Anyway, that is all for now. I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you all in the next video. Have a great week, Battle Squad, and as always, fight the good fight. If you enjoy what you see here, click like on this video, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to turn on that bell icon so that you don't miss my newest videos. I will see you next time.